influence I'm influencing. I am going to influence. I've got to influence. Feel the influence. I am an influencer, and I will influence the people. Hi, everybody. I'm Todd Robert Anderson, Master Influencer. I'm here to influence you today. And I know this is a quarantine time, at least for states in the United States who have responsible and logical leaders. So a lot of us are stuck inside. And I realized I have something very helpful to impart to you. I was on the show for a number of years called You're the Worst. And I played a character named Dr. Vernon Barbara, who was basically in love with another character named Jimmy, played by Chris Gere, and Chris Gere, Jimmy, the character Jimmy, like had a lot of disdain for Vernon. He didn't care for him, so he would constantly throw shade at him, and Vernon would treat it like it was the greatest thing he ever heard, and it wasn't an insult, and they were brothers and all that stuff, and I realized that, like, as an actor, normally what you do is you have to listen and you have to process and react. You know, acting is reacting, they say. So listening is huge. So every season it would start, and the first episode I would do, it was always, I would go, Chris would, you know, make a face at me or throw a jab at me, and my initial reaction was always to feel punched, and I realized, oh no, I'm Vernon right now. I have to not listen to him. I have to hear something else completely. And I thought this was a skill that I would never have to use again. But here we are in quarantine, okay? And you can use this skill too. So what it is you just look at the person talking and you imagine them telling you how awesome you are as they're talking, and how much they love you and how great your relationship is while they're talking, regardless of what they're talking about. You know, so you just listen and you nod, and you're really taking it in. But just a word to the wise, because this is an improv situation. You know, on You're the Worst, it was a scripted thing. So with your relatives and loved ones, when you're pretending to listen, make sure you don't ask questions, okay? Because if you're not really listening and you ask a question, it could have already been answered in whatever monologue you're listening to. So that's the main thing. So you listen. Whatever's they're saying, it doesn't matter. They're just telling you you're awesome. You know what I'm saying? So take that with you. You've been influenced. Have a good quarantine. This has been a Blursh production. Blur.